Okay, this is the DDM4000 mixer from Behringer. It's a really good product. Surprisingly, I wasn't expecting such a good product to come from Behringer, but this is really good. I'm going to explain a little bit of the functions, the features, and of course for a beginner DJ this is a pretty cool mixer, so I'm going to do the very basic stuff. From left to right, here at the top we have the microphone. So in the back, we could plug in, you look at the inputs and stuff, okay. You plug in a microphone. Here you can control, each frequency. You have your microphone set up. When you click microphone setup, if you look here in the middle, you can see digitally the settings of the microphone. Okay. And then you can tweak that and change that. We have the on/off button for the microphone, and then you have each individual frequency and of course the gain. Here you have your sampler below that, and you can choose the volume of the sampler. You can sample either the microphone, the mix, or you can choose the individual channels which you want to sample. Okay, so if you don't want to sample everything, you can have two channels playing, and you can choose, maybe I only want to sample channel 2, or you want to sample everything, or just the microphone, whatever. That's pretty cool. Then you have a PFL button on that. What PFL means is you basically hear it in your headphones, but the people don't hear it unless you have the volume up on that. So you can turn the volume completely down on the sampler, turn the PFL on, and you'll actually hear it in your headphones, but nobody else will hear it. Here's where you record. You could set it to stop and go on your own, or it automatically, does the beats if you want, 4, 8, or whatever. Start, stop, and you can play it. Playing is cool. You can play it in reverse. You can loop it, meaning you push start, and it stops when it's done, and it'll keep looping, keep repeating. Or you could do it on, whenever you hold it, whenever you play it, that's when it goes. And yeah, then you can choose, you can put it on the crossfader as well. You can choose whether to send it to A, to B, or nothing, so it's not in the crossfader. Here are your channels. This mixer has 4 channels, which is pretty good, especially for a beginner mixer, and it really gives you a lot of control and a lot of different functions to learn, especially if you're a beginner. But when you build on your skills, you keep this mixer. It's good. It actually lasts a while. Of course, you get the PFLs on each one. You have settings on each of the channel. You can choose sharp. I'll give you an example here. I'll go to channel 4. Okay, sharp means when you drop the volume, it drops quicker. Put it on medium. Put it on soft. It gradually changes the volume. Listen. I'm going to put it on sharp. Takes a while. Okay, so that's that. Here, let's move up a little bit. We have 2 effects. You can send the effects to individual channels in the mixer. Effects 1 and effects 2, and let me give a quick run through of all the effects. What's cool about the effects as well before I get started is you can choose which frequencies you want the effects to affect. Okay? So right now, I can affect the lows, mids, high, all of them, you choose whichever lights blink. Here's the knob, turn it on, off, you have your knob right here. So if you want to choose an effect, you turn it off, you push the button here, and then you can run through all the effects. Let me read them to you. You have a flanger, phaser, delay, echo, pitch, bit crusher, reverb, pan, filter, and yeah, and each one has different sub things. So let me show you filter. Here's filter, turn it on. Right now I'll have it affect all the frequencies. Here. Right now it's set to an HP, high pass. Okay, so let's try to change it. Okay, let's go to low pass. Okay, and then of course you have your BP. Let's go to let's listen to reverb. Then you got different types of reverb. Ambient, box, cath, cavern, chamber, chorus, concert, echo, and that's it. Okay, so a lot of effects you can mess around with. I'm not going to go through all of them because that'll take too long, but really good effects. Then of course you got the auto BPM. You can set your own BPM. I generally just set my own BPM. Okay, this song right now is probably 128, which what that does is it makes the effects. If you got a delay or an echo effect, it'll keep it on beat. That way it sounds good. Let's move up to the channels. Of course, like every mixer should have, it has your kill switches. Each individual. Here you choose whether phono or line in the back. You have your gain, and each individual channel has the display, you know, for the output display. Then your main output right here. You control your A output, the balance, left and right, and then your B output. What this mixer also has is ultramatize, which is like a compressor built in. You know, it compresses the sound that comes out, which is good sometimes. You know, if you're playing at a pretty crap venue and you want some good sound, you know, it helps a little bit. And then you got each setting. This is a digital mixer. Everything is digital. So you can also use this as a Midi controller, and yeah, you can save different user settings. So if you have a bunch of people using it, you know, each person can have their own settings, because you can tweak how much the knobs actually affect certain things. So you can you know, how much will the bass, highs. You can program the kill switches, exactly what frequency you want to kill with each one. They're called P1, P2, P3. That's why, so you get different programs on them. Here on the headphones, move over to the headphones. Let's move over to the headphones. We have your headphone output, the mix between, you know, the PFL and PGM. You can choose to punch the EQ, which means it boosts those frequencies. You know, if you're beat matching, maybe you want to hear the bass a little bit more in your headphones, or the snare, or you want to split it. You know, you split the left and right when you're beat matching. Then the last bit right here, the crossfader, you can adjust the way the crossfader works. So you can have how the volume, you know, here you can look at the curve, the volume curves when you're crossing over between A and B. You can adjust that, which is pretty cool. So that's basically it. This is a really good, not only budget for beginners, but it's also a really good. It's one of those mixers you buy as a beginner, but you keep it. You know, you don't have to worry about buying a cheap mixer. And when you get better, you know, you're gonna have to buy a new one. But not with this one. This one you can keep it. It has everything you need. You know, anything a professional needs. And it's definitely my recommendation.